So lately I've been feeling pretty burnt out with gaming. Every RPG just ends up being another visual novel game wrapped in basic mechanics, and there's only so many times I can lose at ranked Overwatch in a day before I want to close it down for good. So I've been trying to mix things up a little bit myself, and since this show's actually been running for over a month now, which I'm super proud of, I thought I'd pass on to you guys 5 great free games that you can download and play right now. And I don't really think I have to say this, but obviously the video isn't sponsored. I mean, look at my sub count. They'd be losing money asking me to review these. I'm hardly going to be doing Lootcrate unboxings on this channel anytime soon, so let's get on with this video. I would be quite surprised already if you hadn't heard of this game, because it's probably one of the highest rated platforming games of all time. Spelunky is a game where you play as a Splunker. You know, that's a guy who goes into caves. I mean, I don't think he has a name. Basically, you play as Indiana Jones in a search for hidden treasure in caves deep beneath the desert. If you're looking at the 11 quid price tag and scratching your head thinking I've gone off the deep end already, you'd be partially right, but Spelunky has a non-HD older brother from way back in 2008 called Spelunky Classic. Same game, more pixels. Well, less pixels technically, but you know what I mean, it's pixel art. This is a game that has gained a lot of positive press, as you can see here, and it initially was inspired by games like Super Mario and La Mulana, which in this day and age, it pretty much stands shoulder to shoulder with both of those games as one of the must-play platforming games. If you want a game with more of a Spanish flavor to it, and you're itching to relive some Ghosts and Goblins action of old, then download Maldita Castilla. There's a number of influences on this game, from Spanish myth, as if you couldn't tell from the name, to 80s arcade games. Check out the website in the description below, it's the link to actually download the game, and give the page a read. It'll tell you a lot more than I could about the game. To put it simply, if you like Ghosts and Goblins, you will like this game. Now I understand if you feel this only counts as a fifth of a full game, but it'll still clock in more playtime than most of the other free games I've mentioned. In Life is Strange, you play as photography student Max Caulfield, totally not a reference to anything, who discovers that she can reverse time. The game honestly feels like you're in control of a hit indie film, with the plot centering on Max's life, her re-establishing friendship with Chloe, and trying to stop this Donnie Darko-style vision she keeps having of a tornado destroying Arcadia Bay. Before complaining about this being on the list, honestly, episode 1 is completely free. If you're a fan of any Telltale games, or you're just a fan of a good story game in general, go give it a download on Steam and get playing. You can come back and like the videos, thanks when you're done. If you're looking for something shorter and quirkier, Windowframe is definitely for you. Made by Daniel Linson for one of the Ludum Dare game jams, it's a really interesting concept. I can't say I've seen it done before. You play as this little character who shoots a stake at the corner of the screens to hold them in place. You use this screen manipulation to complete the levels. It's a really interesting idea. I can't claim to actually be any good at the game, but I feel like a lot of people would really enjoy it. Just simply watching the screen itself move around my desktop while playing is weirdly entertaining enough, so I'd feel pretty bad not to give this game a mention just because I suck at it. The final game I'm going to show you is Photobomb. It's a quick free game and it stresses me out so much. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders playing this. You load into a level where everything is white, with a 2-minute timer. You watch someone plant a bomb on a bench and have to take photos that match up with the ones on the left of the screen to colour the environment. The first time I played it, I thought you just found whoever plants a bomb and choose judgment. But when I came to the room of coloured characters, I realised I had completely screwed up. I just winged it and picked the yellow guy. The game makes you feel like you've made the right choice at first, and seconds later it makes you realize you've just shot an innocent man, making you feel like an asshole. I replayed it a second time actually knowing the rules, and it was so much more stressful. But I caught the right guy by seeing a tiny bit of blue on his shoulder after matching up just 2 photos. It's a great concept, and I really need all of you to feel the horrific amount of stress and pressure that comes with playing it, because I think that's the only way I'm going to ever feel better about it. And that's it for these 5 free games. I hope you guys at least enjoy some of the list, and if you go down to the description, there's a link to every single one and you can download them. I hope you guys will take a look at the developers' other projects, so it's always good to kind of support what's going on there. As well as the links being in the description, I also left the names of everyone who I nicked content from to make the little loot crate opening. If you guys feel inclined, you can hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next week for another Top 5 Friday. That's my thing.